Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2017, and welcome to the final day of Group G in the Bedford Cup, which we are currently leading. If we tie and then go to shootouts and or penalties, words are hard. If we go to penalties and lose, we still end up, worst case scenario, tied in first place in this group. And if we lose outright, then we still end up, worst case scenario, top three. And if we win or win in penalties, we no matter what win our group. So no matter what, we should end up relatively well here. Cross our fingers and go to continue. All right. So it'll be a fun match. They're going to play the 4-5-1, which is going to be an interesting sort of defensive wall to crack. And then, of course, they'll be able to counterattack from the flanks quite a bit. I'm not sure that there's anything I can really or should really do to adapt necessarily. I could play a little bit wider. I could actually try to be a little bit more defensive potentially. I think we're going to start off, I don't remember, this is a home game. So I'm going to start off in our more offensive composition over here and hope that works out. We, of course, have Craig Moore back as our deep lying forward. Very exciting there. I have to say, I got to give credit to Craig McGuffey over here, who did a pretty good job, despite the fact that he's a lower rated player. At least for now, he's got some higher potential. But he did a great job filling in those shoes, racking in a rating of 2.74 over the last 5 games. Well, 3 real appearances over here. And that is actually quite good for him. Hopefully, he'll be a really, really strong player later on. But for now, I was thankful for that. But I'm happy to have Craig Moore back because dude is awesome. His smash sharpness is a little bit low, but we'll do what we can. All right. Yes, I know you're lacking match sharpness. You've been sitting on the sidelines for 3 professional games now. And odds are in our favor. Not huge, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, team selection. Are you confident ahead of the kickoff? My team picked itself. Dude, I had to use like brain power to create this team. Looking forward to the game. Brecken's always been a tough opponent. Should be entertaining for the supporters. There you go. See, very diplomatic, I think. And yeah, continue opposition. Sure, we will go ahead and mark some people based on that. That's going to be okay. I'm going to be passionate about this with a favorite, so go out there and impress me. And then I'm going to be passionate some more, because apparently that's just the way I am. Very passionate about my team, Air United, the Honest Men. You guys are the best! Go out there and kick ass. All right, we're going to be in the white trunks today, jersey, silks. We're like horse jockeys, right? We're wearing the white silks today. I don't know. We're in the white uniforms today. And that was a very short little play where like there was some cheering going on, but we've got some aggression going on right at the start. The possession numbers obviously are not going to be informative for the first 2 minutes of the game. Seems like we've got a few potentials right away. Doherty, then back over to Boyle. All the way over to Kearney, who's going to pass it to Moore, but Moore's under a lot of trouble. Does indeed get tackled away. Doherty's able to get the ball back. Over to Harkins, who's got a clear shot. Excellent job. Good job by the goalkeeper as well. However, that is going to be a corner for us. But you know what? Okay, I don't understand. I adjust this from time to time. How come? See, I want people like more in. How come it took that guy? I like more in. Like that's the sort of I want to crowd the goaltender's box here as much as possible. Same thing on the other side. I want you to say there and you to be in there. Like, just get in there. I know they're different on both sides. Who cares? Just get in there in the future. That's what I want. Because, yeah, that's not doing anything. All right, we still have the ball. Devlin's going to have to go over to, there's Moore. So that's Craig Moore, who ideally we'd like him to be a little bit more forward, but I think it'll happen. Kearney, a big pass to the center there, or maybe you'd call it a cross. I don't know. Bellatoni back to Crawford, still holding on to the control. Harkins with the potential. No, does not beat Dyer to the ball. But we still have the control. Back to Boyle, who's going to try to score. He doesn't have a great finish. I got to say, he was right on target there. But again, their goalkeeper doing wonders for them. We got 3 shots already. There's a free kick. It does bounce away, but Roger on the other side is going to maintain control over it. Over to Dale. We've got a lot of people blocking. Is Thomas going to be able to grab that? Oh! If Thomas could have turned and reacted quickly enough, he would have been able, I was going to say on a breakaway. Is that a term in foot soccer ball? More of a hockey term, maybe. Doherty back to Crawford. Well, a big sea of red, of course, with the lineup that they've got, but you know, we're keeping a heck of a lot of dominance going on over here. We like that. Harkins! Oh, fires wide. Very disappointing. He's getting a lot of opportunities today, but not a ton of accuracy going on. Should encourage our player to try more long balls. I don't know. I think we're doing okay there, game suggester guy. That was crazy. I don't know what went on there. Being over my... Shut up. We're doing fine. Like 67% possession right now. And we've got all the shots, although we'll probably still, you know, get scored on because that's the way it is. Oh, no. Okay, lots of bodies in front. That is going to be... Okay, that's going to be a throw-in for them. It didn't quite go past the corner mark there. And it looks like it didn't result in anything since we are advancing time quite quickly now. No injuries anymore. Looks like... Oh, nope, not even a card on the other side. Paul Kearney's being worn a little bit hard over here. Moore's not going to have an opportunity. Nice cut to Devlin, who's going to try to cross it. A bit of a weak header or kick in or something. Again, that's the one thing with the 2D view here. You can't tell what body part people are hitting with. But again, you get a really good sense of spacing. Harkins does go directly for the net, but I didn't realize it leaves a little line paint there and that fades away. Oh, they use the foam. Yeah, I am a little bit disappointed. We are at home here. I'm going to be assertive. Far from pleased. Yeah, get your motivation going on here. In fact, Craig Moore, listen, I don't know what's going on with you, but I need you to make a difference. I know you're capable. Get your ass in gear is what I'm saying. Are there any changes I want to make? I feel like we've gotten plenty of shots. They haven't really been, no clear-cut shots. We may want to go and see if we can't march it a little close. It does feel like we fired a little far away at this point. We're going to do that. How's our passing percentage? 84%. Okay, let's go ahead and open up a little bit more mixed, because we seem to be doing good pass completion over here. So if the interceptions are low, ooh, that's annoying. Our changes haven't kicked in yet, so that's not a sign of anything at this point. Paul Kearney definitely getting a little bit tired, but it's a little too early for a sub. Yellow card from McCormick on the other side. All right, Kearney back to Devlin, who does squeeze through to Moore. I don't know why Moore's so far away from the net. There we go, Thomas! Thomas! Yes! Yes, that has nothing to do with any of my instruction changes at all there. That was not walking it in. That wasn't anything. It was just a cross that finally connected. I don't think I'm going to tune in. 61% possession and out shooting them 5-1. It's about time we get one into the back of the net. I mean, not that we've had a ton of shots. The first one that was a clear-cut chance, and it does indeed go in. We've got, I mean, 5 on target. I gotta say, it's not like we've been doing that poorly here. Man, another free kick here. No, goes over. Well over. Can I tune the free kicks? Can I encourage them to not shoot directly at the net, but just start a regular play? Because I'm actually wondering if that might lead to more success. I bet you I can. Free kicks. Do I click on you? Like, how do I determine... Oh, this is defense, sorry. On attack. So the person who's taking it... I mean, the mix is probably good. Yeah, just keep doing mixed, I guess. But, like, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know if I've ever gotten a goal on a free kick. I mean, probably sometimes. It is hard because of the position in the walls. And, oh, Thomas! Making it 2-0. I love you, Thomas. I wish you were mine, but unfortunately, you were only on loan. But fantastic. Okay, now I'm feeling a lot better. So, the first half, a lot just did not go. And again, here... walking into the box makes no difference. You would have shot there regardless. Regardless, that would have happened. And it's not like Harkins was going to shoot from back there. So it's just yeah, my strategic changes I don't think had any real effect here. It's just, you know, the flow of the game. Things have ended up being slightly different. Craig Moore still not necessarily playing his strongest. And again, it seems like he's out of position a lot. I may have to tune his personal instructions a wee bit. But his match sharpness is also low, which could impact his, you know, his positional strength. Nice save there by Doohin. And that might be it. Like, because his sharpness is low, he might be out of position a bit less well, not reading the flow of the game as much. So he's just not really being in the right place at the right time. Thomas is going to go and pick that up and walk backwards a lot and then clear it. Okay. It was an interesting set of moves. We are nearly done the game. Haven't done a sub yet. Oh my god. How's our energy levels? Paul, yeah, Paul's been a little gassed for a while here. Let's bring in a replacement. Not necessarily someone with a lot of skill, but that's going to be okay. Gary as well. Right, we're going to do the thing. Wow, there's really no one who can replace Gary. There's no one who can replace Gary. This is why we need our injured players back. Gary may have to stay there. We may have to just replace people around him. And hope that we can do better. But again, we have these injuries are making it a little hard. Maybe on the defensive side. Yeah, let's bring in Tony. I should have done that sooner. And Peter Murphy. Okay, and that's the end of my subs. But that's going to be, yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. Get our defense a little bit fresher. I'm not going to change in my strategy, to be more defensive or whatever. 2-0 is still good. And by having fresher legs in the backfield, hopefully that will help us keep up the defense, try to make sure no one gets by us. Duhan, I think, has been a great pickup for us. I feel very strongly about him. I mean, maybe that's unfair to what's his name? Last guy. He's in my sub list. Who is he? Fleming. Fleming, who was actually quite good in FM 2016. I enjoyed him very much. But I feel like this is an upgrade. And again, we've got him 2 years on loan. These cheap freaking loans. Fantastic. I don't know if there's... I did say they can't be recalled, which, I don't know, maybe... honestly, I think, like, if the loan says they can't be recalled, we should be, like, charged their salary or something like that. Maybe I'm exploiting things, I don't know, but maybe they can still be, like, sold to other teams. Maybe that breaks loan agreements or something. I'm not sure. But, in any case, I am quite happy to be able to take advantage of these cheap players. Okay, I didn't put on the wasting time instruction. They are just playing legitimately and looking for openings here. But it's possible that the opposition has gone to a more defensive setup, and we're not having the opportunity to find a space anymore. Or you know what it's doing? It's showing us a highlight that it wouldn't normally show us, because it's nearly the end of the match. Oh my god, Thomas! Oh, it's going to be 3-0. Still, clearly we've secured the win at this point. Well, I say that. Well, no, nothing can happen at this point. We've secured the win, which means we have definitely secured our top spot in the... qualification is great achievement. Well done, lads. In the cup. So just like that. Wonderful. So we hammer Brecken. That's very nice. Ooh, post-match conference. Any word for Dodds and Brecken following the match? So that's the other coach. I don't want to talk about them being a smaller team. Favorite. Expect them to play with intensity and passion. They did exactly that. Wasn't their day, but I wish them good luck in the future. See, I'm a nice guy. Everyone enjoyed Jamie Thomas's goal, including me. Powerful effort, silence the opposite fans. Just to see one of your players score a goal like that. How do you rate it? Oh, Jamie is capable of magnificent strike, magnificent player. He picked up the Player of the Match award from your side. How do you rate his performance? He's a good player. He's enjoying his football. When he plays like that, it makes everyone else better too. Something Jamie Thomas. Oh, would be looking to add him to the club on a more permanent basis? That's an interesting question. Now, if I can recall correctly, he gets paid like £1,000 a week. And I don't think we can afford something like that. I would rather not discuss individuals. Sorry. So we're going to qualify for the second round. Excellent. All right, we got some good finishes. Thomas is on form. Absolutely. I could praise him, but you know what I found out? If you praise people in this game, they tend to, it doesn't go well. So what happens if I were to look at the competitions now? Okay, we don't see the next numbers yet, but we definitely did finish at the top of our group. Inverness did finish with 9 points. So again, if we had just drawn and gone to penalties and then lost, we would have ended up with 9 as well. So we'd been tied for the top, but overall that's going to be fine. So again, I don't know how to read this. One team qualifies for second round. The best 4 teams in second position qualify for second round. Oh, now I understand. So of all the teams in so Airdrie qualified, but Dundee did not because of the points and or goal differentials. Okay, so if we had, I understand. So I did need to win the group, or actually Inverness came through as well. So most likely with 9 points, we may have qualified. Well, some people with 9 didn't. So Dundee had 9 points, 4 goal differential, and didn't qualify. Inverness had 9 points and 5 goal differential, so they did. So if we'd come in at 9, we wouldn't have actually, because the goal differential is only a 5 for us because we earned a 2 in that last game. So, wow. If we'd gone to penalties and won, we would end up with 10 points, and 10 points seems to have been very safe. But yeah, that was actually a lot closer than I expected. Holy shit. Wow, board is very happy with that. In fact, at this point, if I were to just go into the next round, I'm going to the next round. If I would have done that and lost, like if I go and lose my next game here and get eliminated, my board should still be extremely happy with what has happened over here. So that's really nice. I am happy about that. I still don't know what the Bedford Cup is. There's no actual info about it, is there? Headlines. I don't know. Stuff. Things are happening. Let's advance time a little bit. So there's the second round draw. But again, I don't think it's going to be a group stage like the one we just did. It'll probably just be like one person we're playing against. We praise their passion. Rose resumes full training, and I think this is someone we don't necessarily need on our team, but that's going to be okay. Continue. We'll take a look at those people that we're scouting. We're going to take a look at in a moment here. 6 days away to our next real match. Oh yeah, did the draw happen? Oh, second round draw. Oh, we're just because of the month thing. Yeah. So if I did this, would it show up on the first? There it is. Okay, and we're here. All right. I was just wondering about that. Yeah, scouting assignments. What's your name? Caleb Crane. Is that the guy we're looking at? Yeah, this dude here. Still trying to get a good sense for him. I kind of feel he's probably a good pick. His price seems to be entirely manageable. He is loan listed, which is there's something to be said about that. Very determined. Wage is good. He's interested in joining. He's very interested in joining on a loan. Again, we could probably get him for free for like for 2 years or something like that. Wow, yeah. I mean, we do have actually the transfer funds for that. It's a good pace. Could be retrained as left midfielder. Is not what we're looking for. Very one-footed. Could do with being taught how to effective aerial presence. Isn't that important? And there we go. There's where we get the actual comparison. So on his front page, this is how the scout, overall rates him. But what's important is here, he would rate at least as well at Daryl Magatt. He would rate better than Paddy Boyle. This is on the left. He would rate at least as well as Paddy Boyle on the left, and could even turn out to be slightly better than that. And 11 areas left to assess. That's cool. I haven't actually seen these interfaces before. Marking, passing, crossing's at least going to be decent. The dribbling, and again, he's going to have good pace. Good pace plus dribbling, which makes him, an excellent sort of wing back or a offensive fullback. Very much the same way we're playing Devlin on the right. He would match that on the left, which is good because we can't always use Devlin, and there's a couple of different ways we can go. Maybe we want to be more aggressive with them, even if we're not doing that. Again, the fact that the passing is still there, the tackling and marking is competent. And more importantly, he's got the speed to actually deliver that stuff. He doesn't have the jumping reach, but that's okay. He's not a center defender. I feel like we're gonna make the offer. Off the ball, positioning, vision might be a little bit lower, which means that his positioning and off the ball may not be executed as well. Same thing with the anticipation. He might not be able to intercept all the passes, but he can go at people very well. I think we're going to make an offer. And is there something else I want to prioritize? I don't know. Again, I feel like our strikers are good. I feel like the attacking midfielder situation is very good, especially once we get Alan Forrest back in here. In fact, almost like too good. Like we're wasting Alan Forrest in a certain way with our setup, which we discussed before. Although Harkins is flexible enough, I could pull Harkins back to here. I mean, he'd need a little bit more work to get comfortable here, but that's a possibility. Although, that's a possibility. Alternatively, Can Jamie Forrest play anything else? Oh, apparently I'm on the wrong screen. Jamie Forrest, or Adam Forrest. Different person. Yeah, well, again, the winger type things, which we don't use. He could potentially make a bit of a striker thing. His finishing's actually really good. I'm surprised they're not rating him better as a poacher. We just need more exercise doing that. So there's some flexibility there. I kind of like it. Our midfield feels really strong. Again, I think it's the lack of depth on the wings. You know what? I'm going for it. F it. It's fine. Calum Crane. Make an offer. 8K? It's cheaper than I expected. So, I mean, I'll still suggest terms a little lower. Oh, there we go. That's much more what I expected. Okay, yeah, they want a lot. Now, any agent fees will also be negotiated as part of that. So this is what I'm paying to Hibernian. And I can't loan anymore. Okay, so yeah, we are going to negotiate something. 45K. All right, I'll finalize the offer, and then assuming that gets okayed, then we'll negotiate with him and see if we can actually get something to match up. Here's a contract I was like $400 a week. He wants a signing on fee. He's got no agent fee, so I guess he doesn't have an agent going on here. Appearance, clean sheet, time of the year, unused sub. This is not that expensive. I mean, he's not the sickest player in the world. Don't get me wrong. He is by far not the sickest player in the world. But I think he's going to be a really strong addition for us. This is part-time contract, which I guess is fine. 2 years. I think that's as far as we can go. I want full-time, which I think is better for your development. Like, would you be interested in a full-time contract? I think the difference is this way he'd get a lot more training. I don't know how that affects everything else. So let me bring down the wage offer. I'll leave everything else as is. Now, he really wants part-time. Okay. Sure. Maybe we can, I don't know, maybe bring you on board to something more significant later on. And you'll definitely be first team. So if you promote, you'll get more, yearly pay rise, minimum fee release clause. Relegation release clause. Clause allows the players to leave the club for a predetermined value should the club be relegated. Clause which forces the club to accept any transition offer from this club in a higher division for the player which matches the... So I actually want this to be higher. Yeah, if someone offers me like 80K, then I promise I will sell you to a higher club. I don't know what this means. I don't know if I want higher or lower. Whatever, I'll leave it there. Suggest. Okay, let's do it. Here. Okay. Finalized deal. He's going to consider the offer. But yeah, I think I'm excited about it. Black contract aspire. Who's black? Right, you scouted the other team. Keep doing this. Where's the schedule? Black. Is this someone on my team? It must be. Oh, Andrew Black. That's the guy on trial. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're not going to use you, buddy. I don't know what was going on there, but we are not planning on using you. Next turn. Go. Training report. Most people are happy. A couple are content. That's good, actually. It's a really surprise. Concerning performance, Michael Ross concerned about strength. So let's go ahead and focus on strength then. That's fine. Or Rose, I should say. That's all good. Yep. Excellent. Next match, 5 days. I don't know if we'll be able to add our new player in the cup when the second round starts. We'll see. East Fife in offer for black. Oh, for the free transfer. Right. That's fine. Second round draw is today. That's okay. I guess we could view the draw and find out. Draw all teams. Doom. Who are we going to be up against? Where are we? We're against the Celtics. Literally have won the Premiership League. First place 5 years in a row. Before that was second, first, second, first. I think the run in that Betfred League is going to stop there. That is rough. That is really rough. On the other hand, any chance it's going to be televised? Because that would be nice. It doesn't show. There's supposed to be an icon. It would be really nice if it were televised. But I don't think it's far enough in. That's a real shame. Boo! Boo! Keep an eye on your total wage budget. Yeah, well, we'll work on it here. Boom, 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 boom. Bo-do-do-bo-bo-bo-boo. All right. There, my board is currently pleased. Position is secure. Excellent. Competition. I mean, it's early. Our club stature is a little. Is it just 50%? Yeah. Okay. So I don't think that's moved. We don't have any philosophies, and I could have set some philosophies to follow, but I didn't really know how this squad was necessarily going to feel. I think like second year, we'll definitely set some philosophies. Squad harmony. Overall, our matches have done well, and our transfer currently 50%, but I'm betting they're going to be happy about this one. Their loan report. Yep, that's fine. Injury update. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Continue. The guy, I don't think he's actually said yes to that. He is set to sign. Yep. And that wage is manageable. That transfer fee is pretty high, but we had the extra budget because we're not paying people a lot for winning things. Clean bill of health. I will accept. I'm excited about this. I think I'm pumped. He's signed. I got an achievement for it, you guys. Position, potential to be a key player. Supporter spokesperson Paul Rennie believes the fans are very pleased with the signing of Caleb Crane and expect the player to be a first-time regular. 84% approval. They see Crane becoming a key player if he realizes his potential. Yes, I'm really excited. We're going to speak to our captain. It would be great if you took the time to welcome him. Excellent. Thank you very much. You're awesome. So we've signed him. He hasn't actually arrived yet. We'll take care of that in a minute. Did we lose another scout? Crying out loud. We've got an advert out for our scouts as well. We still have our chief scout, but we've lost both our goddamn scouts. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Oh, speaking, there's our advert. Wonderful. And Curry wants the job. Haven't we seen you before? You know what? I'm going to get you because I'm hoping you're going to charge me less. And I'm also hoping that you're going to be less likely to... No, 200. All right, I'll do 210. To F off. I'm going to do that. I don't know if you're going to be the best or not. We're going to do this. We're going to hire another scout as well. You. Congratulations, Jeff Dawes. 200. 210. 220. There you go. Finalized deal. Exit. All right. Crane to be unveiled by 18. You sit here alongside new signing Caleb Crane. Are you pleased to have got your man? I am delighted to be able to welcome Caleb to the club. Any thought Hibernian chose to operate with the direct... Oh, I don't care about that. Yeah, director of football is fine. Shut up. I don't care. Does this deal have much of an impact? Yeah, it does, actually. The bank isn't completely empty, but the deal definitely took a chunk out of the budget. In case you're going to sell players or order brand balance book. No, I wouldn't say that at all. Our finances are fine, actually. We have some transfer budget left, which is fine. Will you stick with this approach in the future? I want to bring the best players when possible, and to get them, you have to pay. Surely by spending so much, there's a risk of Crane being another football's well-known expensive flops. I mean, it was a lot of money to pick him up. I will say that. And again, it's not like he's like a superstar striker in the front or anything like that. But I'm betting I feel good. Feel good about this Crane guy. I don't think there's much risk. Piss off. Okay. Is he actually in here? Yes, he is. Wonderful. His last 3 games, he hasn't actually really performed that well. But the idea is Paddy Boyle. Paddy Boyle, we're going to replace you with Caleb Crane. Who's, I know, he's only like a half a star more. The thing I like, though, is that he's cheap overall. I had to pay a lot to get him up front, but now he's a lot more. He's going to be affordable day to day, which I'm excited about. And yeah, I'm going to... What do I want to do with you? You're very comfortable in this role, which I'm happy about. I don't want you to cross from deep. Cross more often might be fine. Cross more often, cross from the byline. Yeah, you're going to be like quite aggro, because if I recall correctly, your speed is pretty good. 13 is all right. Stamina's all right. Get further forward. Cross more often. From wide positions. I mean, that's really what you're there for. That's really what you're there for. Something like that. So we've got a fairly aggressive comp over here. I'm wondering if I should ask Kearney to pull back a little bit to try to balance that off. I don't know. You know, we're still standard mentality overall. These guys are still further back. They're going to pull back when they don't have a ball. They might get overrun a bit. I'm actually wondering if I almost kind of want to pull you back to something like this. You know, get someone a little bit more regularly behind. I'm not sure. Get further forward. That's an idea. Dribble more, cross more often, cross from bound. What if we just went in the support kind of role over here? I guess that would mean you get further forward, but you're going to pass it more than cross it, which might be okay. What's your crossing skill? 12. It's honestly, for our team, that's pretty goddamn good. And Devlin? Okay, Devlin is actually really bad at crossing. So that's actually a good case right here. We're going to put Devlin on, not cross from deep. We're going to put you as a wing back support role. Yeah, I like that. And Crane actually is quite good at crossing. So fullback, attack. So you're going to cross, but not from deep. Maybe not byline deep, but something like this. I think that's a more comfortable balance. I like it. In any case, I'm very happy to have you on the team. Crane, is there anything special I have to do with your training? I mean, you're going to just play your position, which is going to be okay. What's your work rate? Really good. You're going to be eager to do some more work. I think if I'm going to do anything, I think I would like it if your sort of pace and stamina and all that continue to improve. I would feel a lot better because you're probably going to be running back and forth a fair amount. Yeah, work on your quickness first. I think I'm going to enjoy that. Do you have any weird like traits or quirks? He already gets forward whenever possible. He likes to play 1-2s, and he likes to knock ball past opponent. I guess that's okay, probably. Any advice over here? Put him on individual training who's in his strength, which does help him. Oh yeah, his strength is quite low. Now the wingback doesn't look like he needs it that much, but the strength is going to help him in all kinds of defensive situations. You know what? I kind of like that. Should be taking throw-ins, well suited. Yeah, sure, we'll adjust throw-ins. Yeah. Hey, how come this got cleared? Why does this happen? I don't know. I don't understand why this list clears itself from time to time. All right, let's not worry about it for right now. What else we got here? Throw-ins. Keep a close eye. Yeah, I know he doesn't have match sharpness. So we just got him on the team. It does mean the first game, which is in 3 days, and is our very first competitive match, we're going to be throwing in someone without a lot of match sharpness. Maybe we'd want to hold him off once. Keep Paddy Boyle in here for one round. It would also give him a chance to get used to the new role. Now, Paddy Boyle's not really well suited to as much as this position, if I recall correctly. Actually, you're fine. You're fine. So now, but of course, I want to make sure that Caleb Crane is in my substitutes. So who gets outed? Who hasn't been used? Grant Thorburn has 0 appearances at all. He did well in in the friendlies, but that's it. And if I recall correctly, he's one of our many people who can play in the center. We've got a lot of people waiting to do some replacements over there. I'm going to put you aside and go and put Caleb Crane in here. And maybe what we'll do is we'll sub him in part 3 through the match. We can get him a little bit of sharpness later on in the match. And of course, he can replace Boyle. So we actually have a replacement over there. We could also train him as like a secondary position so he could be ready to sub in somewhere else as well. But no, I don't think so. All right. And yeah, keep doing that. That's good. All right, well, thank you very much for watching another episode. I know this was a little bit longer, like dabbling at the end. That's a big purchase for me. That's the biggest purchase in the history of Ayr United in my Football Manager career. Absolutely. Our budget, we still have some room in here, so we're feeling good. Because we have committed spending a little higher than our actual budget over here because of, different awards or, appearance bonuses and stuff we can give, but we're still under budget here. I could always move things from the transfer budget to the wage budget as well, but for now we're okay, and I'm not going to make any other big changes. We do have until the start of September for the transfer period. We may make another change in there at some point, or we might just, save the money. But it'll depend on what kind of weaknesses show up. Again, we are lacking a bit on depth, if we take a look on the right-hand side. It's not as dire, because we do have Tony in there to be able to sub out for Nick, which is good, especially, again, if there's an injury or something like that. Andrew Black does not count, because he was just a trialer. But yeah, so really we only have the two. I have Tony in here, which is good. He's only on loan, but that's all right. He's done very well for us. We've subbed him 3 times, and that's good. We may have to... you know what? Oh, Nicky doesn't like to play the wingback, apparently. Players reacted well to something. I'm going to bring in Tony in here. Make sure he gets some starts, because he might get a little bit upset if he doesn't get some starts, and I think that'll be quite good. All right, thank you very much for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys next time.